Hello, and welcome back to another episode. Today, we're going to explore how to structure your Microsoft Teams files using Microsoft SharePoint. So let's get started. As you can see here, I've got Microsoft Teams open already. By clicking on the Files tab, I can see all of the documents and files that have been uploaded to this specific channel. So now we're going to click on these three little dots here and select Open in SharePoint. This opens a web browser that directs us to the location of the files within your SharePoint team site. Now, every time you create a new team or channel, a new folder will be created in your SharePoint site. So if I click on the root directory here, then I can access the other channel's files by clicking on their folders. You can see here that all of the folder names are identical to the channel names in Teams. So just to put it in simpler terms, every document you upload to Microsoft Teams is automatically stored on Microsoft SharePoint. But let's say there's a file already stored in a SharePoint library that you want to send to your colleagues or share in a Microsoft Teams channel. I've already got my marketing materials document library open here, so I'm just going to quickly find a document to use. Now, your first instinct might be to download the document and upload it to the Teams channel, so let's go ahead and try that. Now that it's downloaded, let's quickly jump back to Teams, and I'll use the test channel for this demonstration. We'll click on Files and then Upload. Then we just have to find the right file in the Downloads folder, select it, and click on Open. Alright, there we can see that the document has been uploaded into the channel. Seems simple, right? Well, this is where things can get a bit complicated. Because now, if I click on the three little dots again and choose Open in SharePoint, we can see that a copy of that document can now be found in the Test Channel SharePoint folder. So what we have now is two separate copies of this document on our SharePoint site in two different document libraries. Not only is this taking up unnecessary space and causing clutter, but it can also become confusing when more than one person need to access and edit the same file. Because while the rest of the channel might be working on the document uploaded to the Teams channel, I might still be working on the original document in the marketing materials document library. So this means I won't see any changes they make, and vice versa. So what can we do instead? Well, we can embed the marketing materials document library to the Teams channel. This means that anyone in the channel can directly access any file located in that specific SharePoint document library. This includes any files already located in that library, as well as any that are uploaded after the library is added. So first, we're just going to pick a channel, and I'm just going to stick with this test channel here. Next, we're going to click on the plus sign and add a new tab. This window will appear with a bunch of options for you to choose from, and we're going to select SharePoint Document Library over here. Now, there's two ways you can add the SharePoint Document Library. You can either use a web link, or if your SharePoint and Teams accounts are linked as part of the same Microsoft Office 365 license, you should be able to use the relevant sites option here. From there, you just have to find the correct SharePoint site. So I know that the document library I want is located here, so that's the option I want to choose. As we can see, all of these document libraries have appeared, and there's the one I'm after, so I'll just select it and click Next. Alright, so the last two things I want to do before we finish off is just change the generic tab name to the same one as the document library, and then I want to uncheck this box here. This is just a personal preference, as I don't think it's necessary to post about the tab being added, as I'm the only one in this channel. But if you do have multiple members, it might be nice to give them a heads up, as they'll all be able to access this library, not just yourself. Once all that's done, we can click on Save. Your Teams app will probably reload the page, and afterwards you'll be able to see the new tab up the top here. We're already currently in that tab, so let's have a look for the document we want, and here it is. So now we can share this document via link or direct message in Teams, which we've already covered in previous videos. We can also open and edit this document within the Teams app as well. Now, the best part of this is that this is still all the same document that's in the SharePoint library. It's not another copy. This means that you or anyone else in the channel can make changes through Teams, and you'll be able to see those changes next time you open the document through SharePoint. You can learn more about permissions and managing collaborative documents in some of our other videos. That's it for today. Hopefully this video has helped you better understand file structuring in Teams and how it all sort of pivots from SharePoint.